Well, hello, baby. How we doing? Wow, guys, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm hungover. What a great day yesterday with my boy Chris and Bobby and his beautiful girlfriend. It was maybe a little bit too fun. Wow, we went out midday and then didn't get back till about 2 a.m. or something. Pretty wild, guys. Pretty wild, but you know what? Occasionally it's got to be done. Great time again. Happy birthday to you, Chris. 41 for Kobe. Hey, Mr. White, countdown music. Boom. Calvord man, bloke. Hey, Neil, how you doing? I'm good. Again, probably had too much alcohol yesterday, too much sun, but I'll be all good. I'm good to go. I promised I would go live today, so here I am. Here I am going live. And should be a good one. Should be a good one. If my throat goes a little bit, it's because I'm tired. So, Owie man, hello. Anna, much love to you. Is Kobe connected to the sea serpent? Yeah, he's connected to the serpent. That's why it's called the Black Mamba. You asked me that as I had 13 in the live and 4 likes, and that was his final game, the 13th of April. I'll be discussing LeBron today. Hey, Chuck, legend. I've heard it's Scorchio in the UK. I really have heard it's pretty intense, but I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it as well. I'm sure a lot of people are complaining about it, but enjoy it. Wow, thank you, Don. Wow, mate. What a guy. What a guy. Thank you very much. How you doing, bro? You're good? Thanks for being you. Well, thank you for being you, mate. You're one of the nicest people I know. I'm one of the most intelligent. And you're very funny. And you don't mean to be funny, which they're the funniest people, in my opinion. But yeah, for sure, Kobe is connected to the sea serpent. And like I said, I'm going to mention LeBron and 42 later in the video, because that's not the main theme today. I'll try to give you a call, Don, soon. We'll have a good chat and a good catch-up. All right, I'll let you know what I've been getting up to. Bad Bunny is an invert. Yeah, BB for you 22. Love that number, don't they? In Dublin yesterday, a lot of trans people and non-natives. Let me discuss what I said would happen. All right, I've told you now that you're going to get more and more famous people basically bigging up transgenders and complimenting them and telling them how amazing they are. And we've just had it recently, okay, with Charles Barkley coming out, telling everybody how amazing trans and gays are. And he said, if you are gay or transgender, I love you. And if anybody gives you shit, you tell them Charles says F you. So I'm telling you, people like Charles Barkley, they're trans. And I really believe the NBA is a gay fraternity. I think every single player that plays in the NBA or has ever played in the NBA has taken part in homosexual activity. I really believe that. I think it's the same in WWE. I truly believe that. So you're going to get more and more and more and more celebs coming out promoting all this stuff. And I've told you, eventually, some of them who we've known to be either male or female will eventually come out and say, now's the time. I feel comfortable to say la-di-da-di-da. And it'll be somebody big like Jennifer Aniston. Don't know if it'll be him/her, Jennifer Aniston, but it's coming, guys, because pretty much everything I say about stuff like this happens. So Charles Barkley, he plays this role as this funny guy, him and Shaquille O'Neal, massive Freemason with his Freemason ring, probably Nephilim, which I've told you what Nephilim is. The fallen angels had sex with regular women, created these giants. Nephilim, I think people like Shaquille O'Neal are Nephilim. That's why they have so much talent, because they're half angel. Shawn Michaels and Triple H, definitely gay. I believe all of them. You got Seth Rollins married to Becky Lynch, who's a man, called The Man. Wow, 26 in the live, 6 likes. Pope Francis, the 266 Pope. I was going to discuss him today. I'll save that for another video. That's also Kobe and LeBron's draft date, 26-6. And I'm definitely covering LeBron today. Barkley and Shaq are lovers. It wouldn't shock me, guys. It wouldn't. It wouldn't. Watch the video on YouTube of Anthony Davis when he was at college, where he's getting whipped on the floor naked. And he says he likes it. He enjoys it. Watch that. Maybe you don't want to. Christina Jericho. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, like, look deep into it. I've gone through this before with these men wrestlers where they all had that beautiful, long, luscious hair. And you get fooled by their muscles. But again, when you learn how they can pump testosterone and so many other things into these bodies, you can see how Triple H can look like a big tank and huge, and you can see all of that, how they're able to do it. But you got to put in the work. All right, I'm not here to talk about that. I'll quickly start with the LeBron James riddle before I get into everything else. So I've talked about 42 more than anyone, I believe, and I've talked about how LeBron James is connected to revelation. That's why they often call him a beast on the court. And obviously LeBron James is heavily, heavily connected to Kobe Bryant. We know LeBron overtook Kobe Bryant in the scoring charts the night before Kobe died. Kobe died at age 41. He died the year he was going to turn 42. Okay, Kobe played 42 minutes in his last ever game. The Lakers won the NBA the year Kobe died. LeBron won it. He was the star. They beat the Miami Heat 4-2. You got Lakers beating the Heat. Like the Laker fire. All right. And then since Kobe died, I've told you the last 3 NBA finals have finished 4-2. And now we have this. LeBron James piles up 42 points in Drew League game. 42 points, guys. It's insane. LeBron James in gematria gets you 42. LeBron, who played on the same team as Bulls star DeMar DeRozan, who's another female, in the game that took place in Los Angeles, the Angels, put up 26 first half points. 26, guys. Kobe died the 26th day of 2020. My Patreon gets deleted on 26, 2 months and 6 days after my birthday. 26 letters in the alphabet. So yeah, LeBron gets 26 first half points and finished with 42 points. 16 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 assists as he and DeRozan's team, MM like Master Mason, cheaters. They were called MMV cheaters. Narrowly won 103-102. So again, so many of these games decided by 1 point. I go to the last play. I've been telling you all of that. Energy harvesting, even here. James, 18 for 36. IHS in gematria is 18 and 36. Guys, it's scandalous. So that's 50%. Satanic gets you 50. LeBron is 5-0 as a captain in All-Star games. Steph Curry got the MVP, like I said he would, scoring 50 points. Satanic 50. Kobe drafted in the 50th NBA draft. So it says here, James 18 for 36, hammered home plenty of dunks to get the crowd buzzing. Again, buzzing, the energy, including some impressive warm-up line hammers. So, guys, the guy's almost 38. Do you really think this is a natural human being, LeBron James? It's not. And it's not a clone. All right, I'm telling you, this character here, LeBron James, is Nephilim. His giant bloodline, this Nephilim bloodline, the more I look into it. And LeBron's about to play his 20th NBA season. 20 is huge. Kobe died in 2020. Played 20 seasons in the NBA, did Kobe. 20,000 people attended his memorial. You just had Ghislaine Maxwell get sentenced to 20 years. It's all these 20s. So this is a joke. And then this was a ritual. That's why LeBron James's team got 103 points. And 103 is the 27th prime. Like the word ritual's 27. Like Brady won his last Super Bowl in 2-7. Lebron James. You've seen Kobe AD basketball shoes he released before his death? I've not. Sounds interesting though. But I know that when LeBron overtook Kobe in the scoring charts to become number 3 all time, and he did it in Philadelphia where Kobe was born the night before Kobe died, he had Kobe stitched into his shoes. It's insane, guys. Hey, Joey. I sent you a message to say I was going live. I know you don't like to miss them. Gabriel. Hello, mate. This guy, man. What a guy. Gabriel. Phenomenal. Human. It's the guy who's doing my website. It's pretty much done now. We're going to add a few things. I'm going to try call him later today. Gabriel, yesterday I was out all day. Like I was out all day. Like I did a live stream yesterday. I was rushing to get off. And when I left that, I didn't get back home. So it was a fun time. My friend and his girlfriend today wanted me to drive them to a place to hang out. I just don't have it in me, I don't think. I can't always say yes when everybody wants to do something with me. But much love to you, Jacob, and your beautiful girlfriend, Steph. I will see you soon, if it's not today. Both designer test tube babies. Yeah, I do believe that that's possible. I do believe that. Charlotte Barkley. Absolutely, baby. Yeah. Just these people, man. Jokers. Much love to Lobo TV. You need to subscribe to him, Lobo. He did a video recently about how these professional athletes are not going to come out and tell the public. They're not going to come out and tell the public. We're not 100% sure they're aware. We don't know for a fact. Like many things in life, we don't know for a fact. But he did a really good video on why it makes no sense for these celebs to come out and tell the world what really goes on in these organizations. And it made complete sense to me. So check him out. Michelle Jordan. Hey Krishna, I'm good, but I'm pretty hungover. I'm not gonna lie to you. But when I see things like 31 in the live, 11 likes, and 31's the 11th prime, and I was born on my dad's 31st birthday, and my favorite number's 11, it gives me a bit of energy to keep going. You know what I'm saying, baby? No Divine Feminine Living UK, thank you. If people like you didn't support my website, it wouldn't work, would it? I've got 60 people now, guys. Like Kobe got 60 points in his last ever game against the Utah Jazz. I've got 60, so thank you very much. And I've not really promoted it. Clow, thank you so much. You actually went out your way to set up a PayPal account. Grez is about to do it. One of my really close friends. He just sold his van. He came back from Spain and sold his van. He owns a sweet shop. I'm not going to say where. And when I do visit England, I'm going to buy a lot of sweets from him. Because that guy's a good guy, baby. Very good guy. Woo! Joe Bucks. Wow. I can't wait to see what happens in that Ric Flair fight, July the 31st. Remember 317, the 66 prime, Church of Salem, founded in 66, the 666 with Ric Flair that I put together in multiple videos. Go on, Adam, let's go. I love that energy. I can't believe I have this energy right now with what I did yesterday. Like, wow. But you got to find the energy within you. It's mindset, isn't it? It's mindset. Lots of Johnsons and Jacksons. Yeah. Yeah, good call. Good call on that. Johnsons, Jacksons. It's all these MJs as well, isn't there? Like Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, Magic Johnson. A lot of these MJs seem to like that. I know J's the 10th letter of the alphabet, and your M connects to 3 and connects to masonry and all of that. But a lot of MJs. All right, anyway, I've done the LeBron James code, which itself could have been a video, and you can check it out for yourself with the 42 points. It's just relentless at this point, the stuff that I'm able to see. And this Drew League, guys, it's just it's basically where they do this game to support like underprivileged people. So again, they do a really good job of making people like LeBron James look like ambassadors and philanthropists and they care so much when in reality, guys, these people are sick in the head and extremely satanic. You only had to watch LeBron's rituals before games when he would do that, like just in your face. And listen to this for another 55, which is the Satan number. While the Drew League Saturday slate was being played near Compton, California, some 55 miles away in Thousand Oaks. Why did they have to tell us that? Why did they have to throw in that, eh? Why did they have to throw in that 55 for Satan? It's outrageous, guys. It really is. And this DeRozan for the Bulls, I'm telling you, he's going to have another big season next year. Mark my words. Listen to this. Another ritual here with Kobe. DeRozan's feed to James for a two-handed rim-bending dunk with 1-2-2 remaining. Put MMV up by 6. 1-2-2 remaining, and Kobe's highest scoring game in his 666 game was on 1-2-2, January the 22nd, where the Lakers got 122 points, and then this. LeBron puts them up by 6. His jersey number with 1-2-2 left. Wow. It's all a show. It's a show, and I'm able to code it more often than not because it's all a show. The whole thing with Kyrie Irving not getting vaccinated was a big-ass show. He wasn't allowed to play in New York, but he could play everywhere else. And the average person doesn't care, doesn't even think about that, how that makes no sense if it's a global pandemic. But I can't get into that. We know why. Wow. Yeah, thank you, Divine Feminine Living UK, for thanking people. It's always nice to thank people, isn't it? I like tipping people now. If they do a really good job, like I had to go for breakfast today. I actually stayed at my friend's house because I'm not going to drink drive. I stayed at his apartment, which was close to where we went partying, and woke up feeling horrific. I thought, I need to go get breakfast. And I got my trusty omelette. Much love, Red Pill Monkey. I don't think you're in the live. I didn't message you to say I was going live, but mushroom, tomato, and ham. And the guy was really nice who served me. I gave him a big tip. And it feels good, man, being able to do that. Do you think Michael Jordan and Jimmy Butler are the same bloodline or entity? Yes. Yes, I do. But look at Edwards as well, Anthony Edwards. I think that one is even more likely connected to Michael Jordan, the Anthony Edwards one. But Jimmy Butler, yeah, he's got a lot of similarities with Michael Jordan, there's no doubt. He's number 22 Butler, isn't he? Tomorrow's 38 degrees. That's just, wow, what are they doing with this weather? 38 degrees. Like, I bet a lot of people don't have to go into work if it's that hot. Like, I know, like, schools, they'll probably close. 38 degrees. I think anytime England has weather like that, they should just give everybody the day off, other than obviously like doctors and nurses and maybe police and all of that, but fire brigade. But let people enjoy it, baby. Frank Lampard linked to the royal family. I don't know if he is, but I think all these top stars do have the royal bloodline. I think Beckham is. I really think Beckham's connected to the royal bloodline. Absolutely. But Lampard, you got Lampard and then Lampard Senior, and they're related to Harry Redknapp, whose son's Jamie Redknapp, and they all coaches, players, pundits, guys. That family, the Lampard / Redknapp family, is a prime example of your Masonic ties can get you to the top. Jamie Redknapp wasn't much of a player, in my opinion. He played for his country. Lampard, for me, I don't care about his goal scoring record. I try and tell people this now. Lampard, for me, wasn't great either. But you'll just remember how many times he got 20 goals in a season and this, that, and the other. So you'll have it in your head that he was a phenomenal player. And Harry Redknapp, when Frank Lampard was about 16, they did an interview when Lampard was at West Ham. Because remember, they all came through the academy at West Ham at one time, didn't they? Lampard, Joe Cole, Rio Ferdinand, Jermaine Defoe, Michael Carrick, all came through West Ham at the same time. What are the chances, eh? What are the chances of that? And Harry Redknapp said Lampard's going to go all the way to the top. Because at the time, there was another young player who everyone was saying is going to be the next big thing. And it wasn't Joe Cole, there was another player. He said, no, it's going to be Lampard. He has everything. He's going to make it right to the top. And the people who were interviewing Harry Redknapp were laughing because they looked at Lampard with his fat cheeks, his baby cheeks, silly haircut. And it's like Harry Redknapp knew. It's like these people know. Like, not that they can predict the future. It's just, I don't know. It's like they know. It's crazy. It's a wild world. Imagine some of these people do know that they are able to look into the future somehow. Or Satan's promised them this. And you're going to get this. I don't know. It's again, it's all speculation, but so often they tell you what's going to happen and it happens exactly the way they say it's going to happen. So often. Redknapp is only famous to me because he married to Louise. Oh, yeah. Again, yeah, you had Louise Redknapp, who was the singer. I had a real crush on Louise Redknapp. And I'm almost certain it's a bloke now. And remember, Jamie Redknapp was part of the Spice Boys. Remember them? Wait, they've split up, haven't they? No. Yeah, she's looking more masculine, like they all do as they get older. Yep, absolutely. All right. Anyways, as usual, I go off topic. Vardy has that royal jawline. Yeah. Vardy was born on 111 for your 111, just like Emil Heskey. How do I know all this? And Heskey was a legend at Leicester. That's where he made his name. And obviously Vardy is arguably Leicester's not greatest ever player, but maybe most iconic. I remember growing up watching Leicester. I actually, when I love football, I like Leicester because of Muzzy Izzet and Neil Lennon and Heskey. I liked them. What was Steve Guppy at left back? Anyways. The pundits always throw up the diamond with their hands when they're sitting down. Yeah, Alan Shearer does that more than anybody. The diamond. Alan Shearer, keep an eye on Shearer. And by the way, Ian Wright's a female. That's why they keep pushing him with the women's league. Ian Wright's a female married to a man. Mark my words. Mark my words when I say that one. Yeah, Louise was hot. There's no denying Louise Redknapp. I massively fancied Louise Redknapp. Speaking of somebody I massively fancy, I hope Stacey's in the live. A girl from England, absolutely beautiful. I better see her in September. I'm not sure. Stacey, are you in the live or not? Lineker is looking more feminine. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, Lineker was the Golden Boot winner in 1990 World Cup. He played for Barcelona. He dominated for England. He's done commercials with Walkers. He hosts Match of the Day, one of the most popular shows over the last 20 years in England. You think this guy's just a talented guy? Or do you think he's got massively Masonic ties and he's done everything asked of him by Satan to get all of these things? My brother's never liked Lineker, Tom. He's never liked Lineker. He kept saying, please do a video about Gary Lineker. There's something not right with that guy. Like, it gives me the creeps. And I've always said that about Lineker. I've never liked Lineker. He's everywhere. And these people, these smug grins like Lineker, they need those grins wiping off the face. They do, to be honest with you. Part of the deal, same across the board, you have to give your soul for riches and fame. Remember that Satan can't take your soul. That's a myth. Like, Satan can't take your soul. But he can pretty much take your free will from you. He can't take your soul. Satan can't own your soul. He's not able to do that. He's not that powerful. But we know the term selling your soul. We know what it means. You're basically in love with the world. and you'll give up your spirit for wealth, fame, fortune, and all of that. And I'm sure it's not worth it. I'm sure it's not worth it. Mahrez from Algeria. Mahrez is Algerian, yeah. He came out of nowhere. I told you that Leicester team, these players came out of nowhere. Mahrez was a nobody. Kante was a nobody. Vardy had a bit about him. But all these players came out of nowhere and dominated. So it makes you think what they all did. It makes you think what they all did. Recently, that Iniacho, he was just having shocking seasons after shocking seasons. Then his mum died, and then he's banging goals in for fun and doing that celebration, Iniacho, just like Lampard would always do, just like Messi often does. Loads of them do that. Yeah, Leicester City, their biggest fan is David Icke, I would say. Remember, Fox in Pythagorean numerology is 666, because F is 6, O is 60. And X is 600. Fox, they're called the Foxes. And remember that Leicester City won the Premier League the year Kobe Bryant died. Kobe died in a helicopter crash, just like Leicester's owner. The King Power Stadium. Kobe had a crown tattoo. Corona like crown. Ian Wright was racially abused online by an Irish guy. Now he's on a lot of Irish branded advertising. Ian Wright's always played that race card. He did it with Schmeichel. He did it his whole career. Ian Wright. Ian Wright's nothing but an actor. You can't go from the Sunday League. He was playing Sunday League to Crystal Palace like that. That's not how it works when you know how professional football works. You don't go from Sunday League to Crystal Palace to the Premier League and then go on to play for Arsenal, one of the best teams in England, and be an all-time great and play for your country. What do you think he did, Ian Wright? Ian Wright's a female. It's all going to come out in our lifetime. What I say is all going to come out. I'm telling you, like most things I've said are playing out right now. All X Factor winners inverted, I believe so. Can I prove it? No. Can I tell you that people like Jedward can get pushed for being inverted? Yeah. Who have no talent, zero talent. Am I saying everybody on those shows doesn't have talent? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There's plenty of people on there that can sing. Remember Leona Lewis? She could really sing. And again, watch my video. Well, not my video. It's on YouTube. Simon Cowell's first appearance on TV. And you tell me that's not a woman. Tell me. Watch it. Watch it. That was where Cowell was going through transition, in my opinion. So, Stranger Things clip for the first time ever. Oh, my Lord. Most blatant blokes ever pretending, especially Millie Bobby Brown, 11, and Finn Wolford, Mike. Yeah, the characters from Stranger Things, which, again, it's very interesting how pretty much everyone seems to like the same shows. So Stranger Things, now everybody likes Stranger Things. It's so cool. They all like it. Everyone gets on the bandwagon for Stranger Things. Just look at the characters in it. Just look at the little boys who are actually girls, and 11, who's actually a bloke. In Stranger Things, she has shaved head, doesn't she? 11, my favorite number. L's connected to a god. Robert Lewandowski is going to Barca. I said he would. Has he gone yet? I said Eriksen would go to United. I said Ten Hag would go to United. I said Messi would go to PSG. Loads of stuff. Way in advance as well. I don't care about Lewandowski. Lewandowski looks like this guy, and I don't know what his name is. There's a guy on Instagram who's kind of funny, and I think he's American. And like he does all these spoofs as a teacher. And he goes, yeah, ha, ha. He's actually very funny. He looks just like Lewandowski. It's insane. And I don't know what his name is. If anybody can help me out, you might not have a clue what I'm talking about. There's a guy on Instagram who looks just like Lewandowski. And he like does these skits where he's a teacher or where he's a coach or where he's a counselor, whatever. Looks just like Lewandowski. What about Wolves players? All I know with Wolves, that people like Pope Francis are wolves in sheep's clothing. And with Wolves, recently they've had this connection with Portugal. And I'm not sure why, but they've had this real strong connection with Portugal, or they did for a couple of years, didn't they? They had Jota and Martinho and Santos, the coach. He was Portuguese. They had all these Portuguese connections. I think Bowley's Portuguese. And people would just say, yeah, well, the coach is Portuguese. He's going to bring in Portuguese players. That's not really how it works. Delia Smith on Norwich, yeah. Divine. Delia Smith, remember her speech? It was very Greta Thunberg, Delia Smith's speech. Did she say, how dare you? Let me find this. Delia Smith speech, Norwich. She came to the centre of the pitch and started, let's be having you! Something like that. Let's be having you! And you know what? Let's be having you. I'm sure that has some interest in gematria, the way they spelt it. Let's be having you. Oh my word, 181, the 42nd prime, N73. Those numbers again. Let's be having you. Not having you, it has to be having you. Okay, because that's the way she pronounced it. That's another bloke. I no longer have any way of telling someone's sex except the Paul Hogan film Crocodile Dundee. It's really hard now. And even in real life, like I was out yesterday, as I keep telling you, and there was blatant ones that we saw. And I was like, do you think that one is as well? They're like, that one I'm not sure about, but obviously that one is. And openly as well. And I'm like, it is getting to a point now where you're not sure. And I'm like, wow, this is exactly what these people wanted. Where you're not going to distinguish between who is male or female. Genderless, basically. Which genderless is a joke. I've told you one of the 7 Hermetic principles is gender. And they want to make us genderless, which is pretty much like robots are genderless. It's outrageous, guys. Yeah, Natalie Portman. Told you can figure it out by these people's names so often. The Amandas, where the last name ends with man. There's so many ways of figuring it out. Yeah, great is an anagram of Greta, like the Great Reset. How dare you! Oh my goodness. And people fell for that. I wish people just laughed. I wish people saw Greta Thunberg and just laughed. Nothing but a character, like from a sketch show. And people got taken in by it. I had to teach people at my school about Greta. I made fun out of her though. But I had to talk about Greta Thunberg in one of my classes about climate change, of course, because that was one of the units. This was before my big awakening. But I still found time to make fun out of Greta Thunberg. The kids love my impression. They always ask me to do it. Hey, hello. We got Joey's beautiful girlfriend from Lithuania in the house. How you doing? I'm so sure about my gender. Thank God for that. Yeah, that's great. Yanuskas, much love to you and Joey. A lot of people growing up now, teenagers, they don't know. I've told you that they're not sure. They're confused with their gender, their sexuality, just who they are, and it's by design. It's programming, and unfortunately, Satan is being normalized. Satanism is being normalized right now, all over the world, and that's tragic. But I see it. I can see it, and I call it out. What I'm able to do, I call it out. I call it out. Most people may see it and keep their mouth shut, which is weak. It's weak. Greta looks like Ben Shapiro. Don't get me started on Ben Shapiro as well. Again, guys, any people like Ben Shapiro and Candice Owens and these type of people who have major platforms and they say some interesting things where you think these people might actually be genuine, you would never have heard of them. Guys, you would never have heard of them if they didn't want you to know about them. All right? So that Ben Shapiro, he plays this smart ass role that is so intelligent, this little female pretending to be a man. I see through you. I see through you. You're a joke. There's a photo of Natalie Portman in a face diaper mask, cap t-shirt, arms exposed without makeup, and looks like the man he actually is. Yeah, take makeup off these stars. You see. You see who they really are. I've exposed all of this. I truly have. Do you blame the parents? You can't just blame one thing. The system is a beast system. The parents, I'm not a parent, so it's hard for me to judge how you bring up a child. I'm not a parent. I'm sure it's one of the most beautiful things in the world and one of the most difficult. But again, like, is it the parents' fault if you go out for dinner and the 1-year-old child is playing on an iPad? Is that the parents' fault or society's fault or both? Or is it nobody's fault? When I see that, it hurts my soul. When I see people going out having dinner and not talking to each other and all on their electronics, it hurts my soul. Especially when it's a real small child, a young child. Can I blame the parents on what's going on with the world? No, it's social engineering, and the parents have been victims of it. TV program is strong. Get them young is their motto. Yeah, exactly. Got to stop, guys. If you are a parent, again, it's very hard for me to say these things because I'm not a parent, but I don't think you have any idea what's going on in these cartoons that you're letting your children watch. And again, I will do a video this week about Disney. I've got all the images. I will discuss them. I will reveal just how satanic Disney is, the subliminal images within Disney. Walt Disney, 33 Degree Mason, Club 33, the exclusive club at Disney. The Disney, the way it's written is 666. I will expose Disney. Okay, but it's going to break people's hearts. Disneyland, guys, is like most people in life. They're living in this fairy tale world, which is going to get me finally to the topic 36 minutes in. Why do people hate those who speak the truth? And I know a lot of people are going to say, what do you mean truth? Because I often say, you've got to find your own truth. Because the truth's within you. That's why you is the middle letter of the word truth. But I might have to rephrase that. Why do people hate the truth or hate those who tell the truth? It's more, why do people not have the capacity to be open-minded or even consider the opposite of the mainstream? I will check out Mag's video. You know I love Mag. Bam! You're in a world of hurt. Bam! You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. So funny. All right. Snow White is about the 7 stages of cocaine. Wow, I didn't know that. It makes sense with the white. 7, another 7, like 7 days in a week. 7 deadly sins, 7 chakras, 7 colors in the rainbow. 7 dwarfs. I'll look into that, Chuck C, maybe. Did you hear about the new Lightyear movie where there was a gay kiss? No, but again, I said there's going to be gay superheroes and trans ones, which I said almost 2 years ago. Super gay! It's going to save the day, baby, isn't it? Super gay is going to save the day. There's no doubt in my mind. And you're going to see people dressing up at Halloween as super gay. Who are you, mummy? I'm super gay. Oh, no. But will mums even say that? They go, that's nice. That's really good. That's really good. Wow. Crazy. Someone could control you from an app on your phone nowadays. They could. I told you Twitter has the blue bird, and then there's Operation Bluebird, which was all about mind control. All right. These apps, they are mind control. They often dictate how people see the world. They distract people. They keep them from questioning their reality because they're living in a fake reality, in an illusion. Hey, Joseph, Jesus is coming soon, baby. I have no doubt in my heart and my soul. Guys, please subscribe to Joseph Aquaviva 2222. Great guy, great person, immense amount of knowledge. Sebastian. For fun, he also described how the majority of people spend their lives away working, and when they finally want to enjoy life a little, they can't. They're all tired and disabled. Well, isn't that often the case? People work their ass off, often doing a job they don't like, to get to the weekend and then say, I'm actually too tired to do anything. Maybe next week I'll go out. And then they repeat that pattern. So I have set up a life for myself where I work my ass off, but I don't have a boss. And if I really want to do something, I'll do it. Because I don't have anyone to answer to. And that requires a lot of faith and, in my opinion, a lot of talent to be able to do that. But more faith than talent. I would put faith above talent. You're as dumb as a box of rocks. Bam! My favorite YouTuber. If anybody likes me as much as I like Mag, Bitter Truth, then that makes me really happy. So every time he has a new video, I'm like a child. He says the same stuff though, like every video, and it still gets me. But he does discuss various topics like I do. He don't just focus on one thing. Hey, EFV. Much love and respect to you too. Thoughts on Andrew Tate being the king of TikTok is a hardworking man. I've told you, I think the hardest working people in the world don't get rewarded, to be honest with you. It's like the people who really run the show in these companies. Half the time, they don't do anything. They don't do anything. They've got assistants doing it. They've got this, that, and the other doing it. And they just oversee things. They barely do anything. And you might say that's very smart. That's great. Good for them. They earned that role. But no, I don't believe that person is a hard worker. And TikTok, guys, TikTok, it's all about time. It's a time ritual. And for me, the TikTok is just the second coming of Christ. It's on its way. Could be wrong. But we'll find out. No, Gigi, you're not evil. I don't think anybody's truly evil. Andrew Tate's playing a role, I agree. Mag said Kalani is a man, apparently. Did you see the rapper that recently came out saying he's attracted to feminine men and transgenders? This gangster rapper just came out today saying it. And I don't care what his name is. I'm sure it's probably got Lil in front of it. How many Lils do we have? Little Wayne, Little Nas X, Little Bow Wow. Lil gets you 33, by the way. Of course it does. There's loads of Lils. So many. Broke back Batman. I read somewhere that Robin was in love with Batman. Robin, like Batman and Robin. Robin was in love with Batman. I've heard that Patrick and SpongeBob would date. SpongeBob! They dated. Like some weird ass shit that goes down. Like Cartman from South Park. Very funny character, but he's always like confused with his sexuality as he was growing up all the time and wanting to dress up as a woman. Stewie from Family Guy, another one, would often do it. The baby. Biden visited Iraq 7/16/2022, 197th day of the year, 45th prime, rituals 45, 2 months, 1 day, or 63 days. Wow. Al-Qamidi will be 21063 days old on 9/17/22. Lots of gematria leading to Iraq revalue 9/17 in the news. Guys, this Detroit Aaron's really good. And he's on top of it. Keep an eye on what's going on with Biden. I've told you, in Israel, in Saudi Arabia, all the stuff that's going down in those countries. They want a one world religion, guys. They want a one world religion. There's no doubt Pope Francis has been pushing this one world religion. And I bet it comes about next year. It'll be next year. And they're all going to collaborate. And it's all going to be in the name of world peace, I'm sure. And again, it's all about the Antichrist. You'll have your one world religion. It's coming, guys, whether you like it or not. One world currency. And probably a one world language. To be honest. Which all connects to end times. Mr. Adamy, you're too young to know, but the old Batman and Robin was extremely camp. No, I've seen it. It was really camp. The cartoons of these shows as well are really camp. I saw these 4 really big girls yesterday at this beach club. They were really big, I think. And again, I'm not going to judge these people, but they were really big. And one of them had a purple swimsuit on. One had green, one had yellow, and one had red. I was like, that is the Teletubbies. They all had these giant fat asses, and it made me laugh. And they moved like Teletubbies when they walked. It made my friends laugh. I was like, oh my God, are they actually dressed as Teletubbies? Or have I just caught that? Because it was goddamn hilarious. Woo! Shouldn't do that on a Sunday, but who gives a shit? All these days, they all end with the word day, don't they? I've got more on the guide stones. I'll email it. Thank you. Yeah, there's so much. The 42 years was the biggest number with that, mate. That they were erected in 1980. When you used to see all the 42s. Joseph, if you just missed it, LeBron just scored 42 points. The number I'm always talking about. Again, the MLB guys, whoever's there, I think the Mets are going to win it. But whoever's there, just bet on 4-2. It'll be 4-2 in the NBA, 4-2 in the NHL, and I bet it's 4-2 in the MLB. And nobody will say shit. I won't even notice it. 4-2, 4-2, 4-2. 12-6. Won't it? 12-6. When did Kobe die? 1-2-6. When you put the alphabet into the Gematrinator in two main ciphers, it's 1-2-6. It's 26 letters in the alphabet. Kobe died 26th day of 2020. The guy massively connected to Revelation, hence the name Black Mamba, the snake, connected to the serpent, connected to the devil, connected to the Garden of Eden. Much love to my friend Nathan, who has a daughter called Eden, which is interesting. He's coming on my website today. I'm going to actually message him after this. Do you put all your picks on your website? Yes, I just won't do picks every day anymore. I'm 3 out of 4 since I got my website up. I am very good at decoding sports. However, I mainly decode them now to reveal deception. And if it wins people money, great. Ideally, you can sign up to my website and my picks will cover your $10 and more. That's how I see it. If you can get access to all of my content for basically free, or maybe even make a profit from my content. I ain't a regular guy in the sense of what people are doing on Patreon, putting out half-ass sports picks, charging you $100 a month, $50, $20 for really weak codes. If you can't, all I'll say about my website is I'm pretty certain if you sign up to it, you ain't leaving it, because I put out so much work. You'll be like, wow, and you're going to learn so much. And if you can win money off my picks, great. But just know, I won't code every day. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not. Again, if you want people to code every day, sign up to their Patreons for $100, where they're going to be like 45% every month for you. So, yeah, I do put codes up. I do. And if you go on my website, you'll see that. I've always put picks up, just not every day anymore. Sign up to know more. Yeah, I get asked all these questions. I'm like, I went for an omelette and an orange juice. It just cost me like $15. I had to go buy a ball pump, and that was about $15. And I was like, oh my God, that's like 3 months on my website. And all I got was a ball pump and fucking I just swore. And all I got was an omelette and an orange juice, $30, 3 months on my website. And honestly, guys, do me a favor here without being arrogant or cocky. If you know me now, you know that I don't need my ego fed at all. If you are in the chat and you are on my website, can you please let people know what you think about it? And be really honest. You can even say negative comments about it if you want. But let people know. I keep asking, what am I going to get from your website? What will you do this? Can you do that? It's like, just sign up. It's $10. Take a risk for $10, which is like a Happy Meal or something stupid these days. It's not even real food. Anyway, I'm not a guy who plugs his website all the time and says, sign up to the Patreon. Got to get those numbers up. I'm not going to do that, but I've been on many, many, many Patreons, and there's not been one that's impressed me. If you know of anyone, let me know. I'll sign up and support them. For sure. There's not been one person that's blown me away with their content. Not one. I signed up because I want to have a drink in the Wetherspoons, mate. Yeah, we're definitely going to have that drink. I'll buy you it. There's no like really expensive drink in Wetherspoons, is there? Everything's about £3 for another 3. So I'll get you that drink, Divine Feminine Living UK. And I might even throw in a bag of crisps for you. if I like you, which I'm sure I will, judging from your energy in the chat. I was watching a mate's YouTube channel today. I held back from saying there are more bears in Texas than there are in Romania. His show was about serious stuff. What's his website? Oh, what's his channel? Promote it. Sarcasm never let you down. Sarcasm's, I love it. Americans don't get it. Most people don't understand the British sarcasm. I'm so sarcastic. Really, Adam? Nah. Could you not tell I was being blatantly sarcastic? No, I had no idea. Oh God, okay. I won't be sarcastic with you again. I love people who are sarcastic. I love people who have dry humor. I love people who can take the piss out of themselves and other people. I really dislike people who can't take the piss out of themselves. And if you make fun out of them, what did you just say? What did you say about? Wait, mate, you just hammered me for the last 5 minutes. I say one thing about you and you're going to bitch. How insecure are you? What did you just say? You just called me insecure, Adam. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, son. What are you going to do about it? Woo! Let's get in the ring. Let's get in the ring. All right? You got to be able to take the piss out yourself. Why do people take life so seriously, so connected to the world? Come on. Jokers. Why so serious, baby? I've got a girl called Isabella Luna. Great girl. You might laugh at this. You might think it's egotistical, whatever, at this point. I'm going to get a painting of the Joker from the most recent Joker movie, and she's going to draw my face. So it's going to be the Joker with my face, because I used to dress up as the Joker when I had long hair. I'll actually have to post that video on my website and Twitter. It's pretty hilarious. I'm going to get that done. I want some artwork which is creative that nobody else has. I don't just want the painting of the Joker. I want to add my own little thing to it. You know what I mean? Adam, what happens to a person when he dies? Never die. You never die. That's all you got to know. That's all you got to know. If you realize that you never die and the spirit lives on forever, it's eternal, you don't fear anything. You realize what's going on right now in the world is just one tiny, tiny, tiny part of your experience in the universe, and make it a beautiful one, but don't live in fear. You don't die. The vessel dies. That is it. The character Adam Edwards, when he goes, will be dead. But the spirit within Adam Edwards, woo, baby, the spirit within me is just going to be so powerful. I don't know where it's going to be, but I'm going to be floating around going, baby, my spirit, and it's going to be glorious. But what I'll say, whilst you're here, enjoy it. Enjoy the beauty of life. It's truly amazing. Don't focus on the negativity of it and how bad it is and how the world sucks and how you don't have this and don't have that. Oh, the world's beautiful. And be around people that are aware of that as well. People I hang out with, they're on my page now. I can't hang out with you if you're a negative person. I won't be around you. Simple as that. I won't tolerate you. I'll say, all right, I'm leaving. Your body's an avatar. I agree with that. Stacey, I told everybody how beautiful you are. I see that you're in the chat. Stacey is a teacher. I've said this. She loves her job. She's amazing at her job. She actually told me to do a live stream about the education system because it's very interesting at the moment. But I think I've done one before about that. But yeah, Stacey, ideally, I wish she could teleport and she could be here right now, but she isn't. So September, I'll see her as long as I get to England and they don't screw me over in any capacity with the travel restrictions, because I don't have this. Number 42 just crashed in NASCAR. No. Again, guys, I've been on this 42 forever and a day. Wow, number 42 just crashes. Not 42 again. The beast reigns for 42 months. Wow. Didn't know that car just crashed. I'll wait a bit before it gets published online. Guys, I did some chin-ups yesterday. My arms are looking like Hulk Hogan. How big was Hulk Hogan's arms? Let's have a look. Hulk Hogan's arms. What do you call them? 24-inch arms. Oh yeah, the 24-inch pythons. Python like a snake, eh? Hulk Hogan, you joker. Wow, 24-inch. Kobe's number, 24 hours in a day. Hulk Hogan, 6'7", 19th prime. 24-inch pythons. These people, I'm telling you, someone like Hulk Hogan is Nephilim. Remember him and Macho Man, I've told you this in the 80s, he said, oh yeah, we're going to watch the Twin Towers come crumbling down. Oh yeah. And they did a Masonic handshake. Wow, that hurt my throat. Wait a second. Predictive programming, guys. Predictive programming. I'll put that, actually, I'm going to put that link on my website where Hulk Hogan and Macho Man said that the Twin Towers would come crumbling down. That was a tag team that they were facing, and they defeated them. 24-inch pythons, eh? Wow. 2 + 4 gets you your 6. One of the most overrated wrestlers ever in the history of wrestling, Hulk Hogan, couldn't wrestle. He did a stupid leg drop, lifted people up, and what else did he do? He could barely move. And I've talked about Ric Flair multiple times. One of the most overrated wrestlers ever as well. He was amazing on the mic. That guy could talk better than anybody. But his matches were shocking. Woo-woo. And the woo thing, Sting copied the woo, and Ric Flair copied the woo from a previous wrestler before him. Told you, everything gets copied. You've got to make it your own. Ric Flair had the personality to get the woo. Woo! Yep, 6'7". Wow. Kobe died 1/26/2020, 67 date emoji. Anyway, let me get back to the thing that I've not even discussed yet, which is the name of my live stream, Classic Illusion. Why do people dislike people who tell the truth? So truth is always bitter. The bitter truth, Mag calls himself the bitter truth. It is bitter because it often reflects deep insecurities that most people suppress. And I think when you suppress things, it's not good for you. When you suppress things and you keep things in, and you just basically live in denial, it's not healthy. So people hide from the truth. They run away from the truth. The fear everything and run. So again, most people, when they're faced with the truth, especially if it's a truth that doesn't benefit them, they feel ashamed, they feel exposed, they're vulnerable, and then they start lashing out at the messenger. Like, don't shoot the messenger. I've been threatened to be shot multiple times since becoming the Illusion, because of how I see the world and the stuff I've exposed. I've been threatened to be shot twice. Wow. And it got me thinking, why they're so worried about what I have to say? Because the truth hurts. The truth really hurts people. So I don't think these people have a problem with the illusion, with Adam. They have a problem with the truth. And they take it out on me. It is insecurity. When people start screaming at you when you say something that's not offensive, like you're just saying your opinion on a topic, and they scream at you, they have to be questioning why they're screaming. When you have true belief, like for me, I have true belief in God and that God's in control of everything. If somebody's going to come at me and say, no, you're wrong and all of that, I might get a bit frustrated with you're wrong because it's just a nonsensical comment. But all right, sure. Or when people try and embarrass me or criticize me, more often than not, I go, all right, because I know my gifts and I know what I'm not good at and I know who I am. A lot of people don't know who they are because they're living a lie. So they have this inability to face the truth. And is it an inability to face the truth? Nonsensical quote. Okay, I don't agree that ignorance is bliss at all. Most people do. They've pushed that quote on us for probably centuries, and I disagree with it. So people they find the truth so painful, and they should be asking themselves why. Why is it paining them so much? Why does it hurt them so much? Maybe it's because society doesn't encourage truth, and truth's hidden. Like my Patreon gets taken down for no reason. No reason. I created an incredible family of people there, exposing a lot, speaking my truth. Why do all my YouTube videos get limited? Where I don't make any money anymore, pretty much, because they limit everything. Why? Because society doesn't encourage truth, which means I'm on the right path. Well, people like to judge and criticize people like me for doing this. They've got to ask themselves, why does my content get restricted? Why? If it's all bullshit, they'd just keep it up, wouldn't they? And so many people in this world, they'll do anything to fit in with the crowd. They'll fit in with the crowd and the social constructs, and believe that if they go with the majority, they're on the right path. And I've learned within this life that if you are part of the majority, it's probably a path you don't want to be on. You better turn around. All right. The majority, being within the majority, does not make you right or noble. That is a trap. It's an absolute trap. So yeah, often people believe the mainstream because the majority of people believe the mainstream. So then it becomes the truth. And I've told you, your mindset, the way you see the world, it becomes your reality. Your thoughts dictate your reality. And if you're just sat watching TV and then speaking to other people about what you've just seen on TV, it becomes the truth. It becomes the truth. Adam's spirit's very strong. Thank you. It is. It's the biggest gift I have. My spirit is very strong. A few people told me that yesterday. Again, about my energy. You make me laugh so much. I'm like, well, thank you. I'll take that. I have that gift. So many people are basically forced to live a lie, and they're running and hiding from their truth so they can fit in with the crowd. And if they're suddenly faced with like a harsh truth, the first instinct, like cognitive dissonance is where you see the world a certain way and people challenge you on it, and you don't have the capacity to reconsider your beliefs. So your first instinct's to deny and then blame and then resent people for the truth. So again, it's not you they dislike, it's the truth. And that's the reality of it. And most people's core values and belief systems are centered around falsehoods, around false information, misinformation that they've been told is the truth. Shit like the moon landing, that people just believe is legit because they've read it and heard it so many times without actually questioning it, and how ridiculous it is that man went to the moon. All the kids like looking up to Greta Thunberg. I want to be like Greta when I'm older. I want to be an activist. Activist. The actors. All right. And the truth, guys, is like an antique. It's priceless. Simple as that. And I really believe I'm really close to the truth because I think God's the truth and I think I'm close to God. And I think the further you are away from God, especially when you have zero belief in God, you are going to continue to fall for Satan's tricks in this matrix. Bezos and Gates both have a house in Medina, funky cold Medina. Really? They landed on the moon, Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, that is a pretty funny movie. Although Jim Carrey is a warlock. I think he's a really high-ranked Mason, Jim Carrey, and a witch. The truth is like Johns Hopkins University and the CIA's motto, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make one free. Exactly. Some unknown reason, some of the chat appears later and cannot see it. Again, YouTube can do whatever they want. They control this platform, and it's so frustrating. It really is. Cold, hard facts can be scary, can't they? And how many people in the world want to be scared? They don't. Although for whatever reason they enjoy horror movies. They like that element of being scared. But I think just if you say anything that goes against people's belief system or may potentially have a direct effect on them, they won't accept it. If you can talk about this all day with people who've had it and had it 6, 7 boosters or whatever, you ain't convincing them any different. Once they're that deep in, once their ego takes over, they're not going to go back and say, you know what, I think I've been screwed. That takes a really strong person. Again, you can't handle the truth. And truth sounds like hate to those who hate the truth. That is just so legit to me. And I ain't saying I know everything, like people say, Mr. Know-It-All illusion. I don't believe I know it all. But every day I'm working hard to improve my level of discernment, increase my knowledge, share that with other people. Remember, the further a society drifts from truth, the more it will hate those who speak it. That's what George Orwell said, who was no doubt a Freemason with his book 1984 on Animal Farm and all of that. But so much truth, practically everything he wrote about is now playing out. YouTube brought you here. Walk in Christ, much love to you. He got the gospel, the book of truth with him to help those. So that's it. I believe reading the Bible and book of Revelation and I'm looking into the book of Enoch is really helping me become more enlightened, to be honest with you. I've told you can't get too attached to the world. And you might think that's hypocritical, but be careful with that. And remember that people hate the truth, but luckily the truth doesn't care. And that's why I'm getting to that point now. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, I don't care. Go watch somebody else's live stream. All right? It's fine by me. I don't expect everybody to agree with me. It all comes down to insecurity and ego for me, to be honest. More than having a lack of knowledge, I think it's the ego. And people can get this complex to some degree. So a lot of it is psychological. I'm sure it's connected to sociology as well. Maybe biology. I don't know. But it's hard that the media and society is constantly feeding us lies after lies after lies after lies. Where's the truth? It has to be within us, because it's not. Where can we get it from? We can't get it from books. We can't get it from the news. We can't get it from celebrities. If you get it from your parents, they've probably been indoctrinated by the system. The truth's got to come from within you. And that's when you connect with the source, in my opinion. It's like, think about when you speak the truth or you call stuff out. Like this, the amount of stuff that I've predicted months in advance and got spot on, perfect in so many things. All right. Whether it's sports or saying when somebody may die or when they're going to lose their job, or predicting wars or economic crashes and this, that, and the other. And still people dismiss what I'm doing. I do agree that we create our own reality and your thoughts dictate your reality. And if you allow other people to control your mind, then they're controlling your reality. And I won't have that with me. I won't accept that. I won't put up with that. It's why I don't have a wife anymore, why I don't have a boss, why I don't have anybody to answer to. And think about criminals and cheaters and liars and violators. They don't like being exposed, do they? They don't like being exposed. They don't like being called out. When you've got undeniable so-called facts saying, hey, this is what you did. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. It's on CCTV camera. I actually saw you do it with my own eyes. No. It's like, what? Why are you lying? These people are narcissists. They're hypocrites. living a life of self-denial. And they hate the truth. Unless it somehow benefits them. If it benefits them, they like it. People don't want to listen because they're jealous of your spirit. Very possible. And again, jealousy is just ego. I ain't a victim. I hate the victim mentality. I ain't a victim. I'm one hell of a strong spirit. I ain't a victim. I'll never feel sorry for myself. If shit happens to me, I'll overcome it. Shit will happen to me and to you. You can't control everything that happens to you. You can control how you react to it. You've got to master your auto-suggestion. What happens to people when they die? Again, this is a type of question where I can't give you a concrete answer, but I will just tell you again, you never die. You never die. So don't worry about what happens. Spirit never dies, mate. So enjoy this. Enjoy this show of life. It is a show. And create your own character that you want to be, that you enjoy being, that other people enjoy being around. It is a show, guys. Where we're living right now, this realm is one giant show. The world is a stage. It's so obvious at this point, as I have 42 in the live for your 42 and 22 likes for your master number. You're traveling to the fourth dimension, bro. Yep, I think there's multiple dimensions. And the more you ascend, the more conscious you become, the higher level your discernment, the more you enter different dimensions, to be honest. But again, I'll have to say this all the time to you guys. This is my truth. I ain't a guru. I might speak a lot of sense. I believe I do speak a lot of sense, but I don't know everything. But the way I live my life, I love the way I live my life. I'm completely responsible for everything within my life. And I don't rely on anybody or anything anymore. How do you ground yourself, Adam? What do you mean? Like, stay level-headed? You studied, like, how powerful the ego is and that the ego can take over. And you don't want that to happen. You got to learn to tame your ego. So I've grown up since a child with a lot of talent. I've been a very gifted human being. Oh, here he goes again. But I have. A lot of my friends are. And I wasn't able to tame my ego. I had a giant ego. I had to let everybody know how good I was at this and that and that. And now it's like, if I do something and it brings me joy and it can bring other people joy, that's all I need now. I don't need a pat on the back. I don't need people to tell me you're good, you're great, you're this. I don't need any of that shit anymore. That's how I stay grounded, because again, I'm not magnificent, like I say Bon Iver lyrics. I'm not magnificent. I'm just a tiny little part of this beautiful, sacred universe. And I'm just playing my role in it. I'm happy. I make other people happy. And I'm sure I piss off quite a few people with how strong I am with my opinions. They are opinions, a lot of them. And I stay level-headed because I've realized how ego can destroy a person. And it got me in a lot of trouble with people because of my massive big head, which still pops out every now and again. But if you knew me before, it was every day. You're so cocky, Adam. I know I am. What are you going to do about it? I was like that. It's kind of cringy. Mate, you're looking for my attention. You're not worth it. Who's that? You're not referring to me, are you? I wonder whether the remote control works on the air conditioner or puts the neighbors into a trance for 10 minutes. I don't know. I just know I have it on and I'm like, oh God, this is expensive. So I turn it off and I'm like, shit, I'm red hot. So I put it back on. How to go from low self-esteem to a confident person. Again, there's no miracle drug for that. You can't go on eBay and like buy medicine to go from low self-esteem to high self-esteem. Figure out what you like, mate. We all like something and we're all gifted at least one thing. Figure that out, master that if you can. Do it as often as you can. That should increase your self-confidence. But it depends. What's your issue? Is it the way you look physically? Is it your spirit? Is it your finances? Is it your social skills? What is it that you're struggling with? What is it? You need to know exactly what it is that you want to improve. If you don't know what you want to improve, you say low self-esteem. What's causing the low self-esteem? What's causing that? Your body, get to the gym. Your money, work harder. If it's the way your face looks, I don't know, get a new freaking haircut, baby. Not much you can do if you have an ugly face. That's the reality. But work on your spirit and your knowledge and help people. I don't think girls are just obsessed with how a guy looks. I think it always helps to be good looking. But again, what is good looking? Girls might look at me now and go, this guy is so sexy, man. Look at him, this real man with his beard. Oh, look, have you heard his voice? Or they might go, this guy's voice is annoying. Look at his dirty, homeless, scruffy beard. Look at this guy talking like he knows everything. It's the way it is. So you might think that there's people out there that don't like you, they're not attracted to you. I think there's always a few girls or guys out there that have a connection with you, and you've got to find them, or they'll find you organically. But again, if you're thinking all the time about low self-esteem, and just rephrase that, like, what can I do to be more confident? Who do I want to become? Why do I want to become that person? What's the end goal here? We can all improve. Every day you can improve. Every day, man. Every day. Not delusional, definitely original, and you being nothing, be gone. Yeah, divine feminine, fair enough. I agree. I'm not sure what's going on here. Get a facelift. Yeah, maybe. I don't recommend plastic surgery unless literally you've been in like a serious car accident. At the beach yesterday, there was these two girls with butt implants, and it looked disgraceful. Like, again, but they might like it, and if it brings them confidence, they walked around like they own the place. But I was like, my mate was like, Adam, are they like, she got fake ass, a fake ass? I was like, who? Her. Ended her. I was like, yeah, 100%. And it's because people like the Kardashians, these blokes, these witches promoted all of that. And now girls want to be like these men with fake asses. It's really tragic. So I would avoid plastic surgery unless, like I said, you've been in like a serious incident that's caused serious damage. There's people out there, you might think you have an ugly face, but a girl might think you're the most handsome guy in the world. You just don't know what people like. I'm seeing more and more really beautiful girls with what I believe to be ugly guys, and good for them. But again, it's my opinion. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Vanity is our sanity, or vanity can create insanity. Mr. Adam E. It's funny you call me that, Mr. Adam E. No one's ever called me that, I don't think. Mr. Adam E, the ladies might think, what's under that peach t-shirt, and look at the tan and biceps. Wow. Yeah, I've caught a tan. I've caught a tan. I've stopped wearing sunscreen. I believe it's incredibly bad for you. I have a nice glow. I have been working out. I'll show you the biceps. I'm a skinny guy who's ripped to hell, who has no fat on his body, and I've pretty much had the same body since I was 18. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, if it's a gift, if it's not. There's times where I that I would prefer to have like a little bit more body weight, but then maybe that takes away my speed and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm very happy with my body, but again, you can always make it better. For sure. Being good looking is easy street. I think it helps. Like, you look great, don't strip. I can't strip. I won't care taking my shirt off. I don't care, but YouTube would say it's nudity, and they'll do anything to take my videos down. They'll say it's nudity if I take my shirt off. But yeah, I look after myself, and I have the gift of my dad being a bodybuilder and my mum being a marathon runner. So I have that in my genes, which I think there's definitely an element of the genes. I think a lot of overweight people can too easily blame their genes, to be honest. But I think there's definitely something with that. But I've also seen like two massively athletic parents then have these fat, lazy kids. So it's connected to the parenting as well. So I have the DNA, the gift, I would say, but I also had parents who made sure I worked out, made sure that I ate well, made sure that I was fit and healthy. If they didn't do that, maybe I would be way bigger. I wouldn't have the discipline that I have now. Adam, is it always hot in Mexico? Yes. Yeah. And right now it's insane. I know you're in all right, so you're in England right now, and people are saying it's like 38, it's 36, it's insane. Like, I'm having to deal with that and coaching it for hours on turf. It's not easy. And with the energy that I give when I coach. You think I give energy during a live stream? Watch me coach. I have an Instagram page called English Football Academy. If you want to see the illusion coaching, see how much I love it, you can follow it. Not that I give a shit, but if you want to see me coach, and you're interested in that, it's worth checking out and looking at some of the videos. A few people follow me on there who are on my website. But is it always hot in Mexico? Again, it's hard. Like, you can't say Mexico. Mexico is a huge country. I live in a desert. So there's certain areas of Mexico that can be really, really cold and be rainy all the time and storms. So I wouldn't say Mexico is always hot. I would say where I am, the majority of the time it's hot. The evenings are always beautiful though. This beard's getting itchy, guys. I need someone to itch my beard for me. Can I employ anybody? Now I've got the website up and running. I'll buy you an omelette if you can come and itch my beard every now and again. It's getting itchy. Flex the gains, Adam. Well, again, they're not that big today, but I'm kind of have a body like a UFC fighter. You can't really see there, but like they're not big, but I'm very strong. I'm very strong, and I'm bigger than I look. So when I put my arm like this, watch, my arm like that looks like, oh my God, that guy's so skinny. Like he's got nothing. But when I do that and I actually show my muscle and my definition, like I'm very strong. I'm really strong. I've always been strong, but I don't look strong. To be honest with you. It depends on the angle you get me at. Against some photos, I look like a beast, and other ones I look like a twig. But overall, I would say that I've got a decent enough body, and I'm physically extremely fit. I can go for all day, all night long, baby, on Space Mountain. Woo! And this is not ego. I'm only showing my arm because people asked. If you're acting like I'm showing off, I'm not even big. I don't have a great body. I'm not Hulk Hogan, 24-inch pythons. I did it because people asked. So there you go. In reality, vanity is our sanity. Is that what you think? Is crying embarrassing for a man? No. Crying can be beautiful. It's actually very healthy. Just if you're crying every day and you're an emotional wreck, that's embarrassing, and you need to have a word with yourself. If you cry every now and again, and especially, please, guys out there, and some girls now, because more girls are becoming more masculine with the way that the world's going. If something beautiful happens, even in a movie, I remember watching movies with ex-girlfriends where the movie scene was so powerful and I did everything I could to not cry. I was biting my tongue. I was like turning away from the TV. I was just like, put my hand over my eye or whatever, trying so hard not to cry. Because I thought, no, I'm Adam. I'm Edders. I ain't crying in front of a girl. There's not a chance. So yeah, is crying embarrassing for a man? Absolutely not. It depends on the man. I think a lot of girls like it. Just don't bitch and cry all the time. And play victim all the time. But crying, no. I don't think crying's embarrassing. I think that's something that society has made us believe. So yeah, if your daughter's getting married and you cry, I think that's a beautiful thing. It's emotion. Nothing wrong with expressing emotion. Just don't be overly emotional all the time. I think I may have figured out the 2022 World Series. There's a clue from the MLB All-Star game where I think one team has Red Sox jerseys and the other team has Dodgers. I don't think either of those teams make it. But if that's what you like, go for it. I told you I like the New York Mets, but I haven't looked deep enough. I know when it gets to the World Series, I will probably determine the exact score and how it's going to go, but maybe I won't. I'll do my very best for my community to reveal the deception and try maybe win them a bit of money along the way. I keep telling you, sign up to the website. Don't be hammering bets every day and getting sick and becoming addicted to it all. Just watch it play out. There was this one guy who left a comment on YouTube. And again, I do these sports. Like, I don't half the time now. I'm not even bothered about looking at the odds. Like, my soul says, no, here's what I do. Here's what I've started doing. If it's MLB, I go to the fixtures, and I told you fix, predetermined, fixed, fixture lists, and I see who's playing. And I look at the standings, and I often look at the teams who are top of their little conferences. And then if I see two numbers that I love, like in the win and loss record, I go, all right, I'm looking at this game. I've stopped even looking at odds now because I just want to expose it. So when I had the Yankees and said, I saw the Yankees could go 62-26 the other day, and I got the exact score. I called the score pretty much of that game. The Yankees, from what I heard, were like minus 300. That's a big, big favorite. However, they went down 4-0. They became plus 200. Members of my community won so much money from a minus 300 pick because they trusted my code. I saw the 62-26. I did the code. I found a few amazing things. There you go. Yankees should take this. They did. And they only won by 1 run. And they were down 4-0. So I'm not at a point now, because when I used to gamble religiously, and I've figured this out now for me, I'm going to be really honest with you, why I think I gambled every day. I'll be honest with you. I feel like I didn't have a purpose for that year. I left my incredibly, insanely beautiful, amazing wife. Okay, I won't be going back, but I can still say all those things about it. Left my job, as you know, which I loved. Left my old life behind. I lived in this apartment, which was shocking, absolutely shocking. Had no light source, awful neighbors, shitty internet. Just, I had to do it. It was part of it. My solitude. I needed to experience that because I've been gifted my whole life with where I've lived. And I had no job. I was living off Patreon and gambling. I wasn't hanging out with people. I was refusing to do it because I think I was addicted to sports and gambling. I was getting such an adrenaline rush. I wasn't dating people, though. I got asked multiple times, hey, you want to go get a drink? You want to go on a date? No, didn't do any of that. So every day I was decoding on Discord, watching sports, gambling in play, and then once the game was done, I would then decode again till about 4 a.m. for the following day. And maybe I would go to bed that night and I've just won $2,000 in 24 hours, $2,000. And it got to a point where I stopped caring about the money. And I don't, what am I going to do with this money? Thank you, Dad. I always tell the same story. Thank you to my dad, man. I said, why are you doing this? You don't even care that much about the money. What are you going to do with the money? I was like, I don't know. I was like, Adam, you're not even doing anything, are you? You don't go out anymore. Sat at home watching sports, which you hate. That you call out all the time, yet you're watching them. It put me in my place, because you need people to put you in your place, especially people that you love and look up to, like I do with my dad. So I don't want anyone coming to my Patreon. Oh, God, I can't even say. Screw you, Bellamy. Woo! How you like them apples, Bellamy? My website, thank you, Gabriel, not my Patreon. I'll never go on that platform ever again when they stole money from me and took all my codes, never sent me them. If you come to my website, please don't come just for sports. You don't want to get addicted to that. It's sickening if you get addicted to it, even when you're really good at it, like I was. It's unhealthy. It was very unhealthy for me. It's probably the worst I've ever been in my life, physically and mentally, was when I was just doing that. But financially, I'd never been stronger, even though I didn't even have a job. Making all my money online and gambling. I'd never been richer financially, but spiritually, I was weak. Very weak. When I gave up gambling, if go back and watch my videos since maybe early 2020 when I stopped gambling, or maybe it was December, I don't even know, and watch how much more powerful I am and how much more energy I have. That's why I'm going live and stuff. I didn't have energy last time. All my energy went to sports. I'm not ever doing that again. They hate the truth because it exposes their lies and they lose their believers. Excellent. The word believe has lie in the middle, as we know. What you eating at Spoons then? Beef and ale pie. That's a great shout. Yeah, I think you've just nailed it right there. I was thinking of pie. Probably get a pie. Yeah. What about you? What you got? Don't get me started on pies. You know I love that. So yeah, guys, truth is the new hate speech, isn't it? Most people hate the truth so much that they'd rather have a giant dose of bullshit. They like the taste of shit. They like to eat shit. It seems that I suffer from a mental disorder, guys, where I speak the truth and people get mad. I don't. Truth. Let me see the definition of it, because truth is like poetry, guys. Truth is like poetry, and most people hate poetry. I love poetry. I write poems all the time. Truth, the quality or state of being true. That which is true or in accordance with fact or reality. But again, what is fact or reality in this world? We're told so many things are facts that we later find out were not facts. They were just what we were told were facts. There's freedom of speech. There is freedom of speech, but there's also freedom of movement. And look what happened when they put us in lockdown. People forgot that. There's so many freedom of movement, freedom of speech that's disappearing, just like George Orwell said. Didn't he? I'm going to do about 10 more minutes, guys. I probably should go back to sleep, which is not really good, but the truth will set you free, but not until it is finished with you, guys. And have you seen the image where there's the comfortable truth? No, the comfortable lie or the difficult truth, and everyone's lining up for the comfortable lie. But I'd rather get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. Simple as that. I'd rather get hit with a bam. Oh man, I'm struggling here. Truth, guys. The fact is, the truth is like the sun. You can shut it out for a while, you can avoid it, but it ain't going away, is it? It ain't going anywhere. You can avoid it, but it ain't going anywhere. Don't need IQ tests. People speak, and we know. Yeah, the IQ tests are a big joke. You think an IQ test truly determines a person's intelligence? So many different levels of intelligence. Guys, check out Howard Gardner's multiple intelligence theory. Probably a Mason, but I agree. It's interpersonal intelligence, interpersonal, kinesthetic. There's so many different types of intelligence. I think open-mindedness is intelligent. I think adaptability is intelligence. I think common sense is intelligence. I don't think you should be determining people's intelligence off a bullshit IQ test. All right. Well, have you seen his IQ? Yeah. Have you seen these doctors and how stupid these doctors are? How deeply under mind control they are, and they think they're smart. They're not. I'm not saying all doctors are not at all. I'm not judging every doctor, but it took them 7 years to get their degree. Yeah, so they've been indoctrinated longer than the average person. They're not as smart as you think. These people, they're not. Would you say that I know a lot? Absolutely. But nowhere near as much as I'd like to know. I think if I'm going to judge my knowledge in comparison with others, then yes, I know a shitload and I'm wiser than most. But when I'm talking about the universe, I don't know shit, is the reality. But in comparison to the average Joe, who's really trapped in the matrix. I know that I have this gift because the way that people go when I talk to them, if they give me 5 minutes of the time, they go, how do you know this much? I don't know anyone like you who knows this stuff. I'm like, studying, maybe a gift from God. I don't know. But yeah, I know a lot. I would say I know a lot. Where are you? In my apartment. I'm not going to say where. What are your thoughts on Birmingham Commonwealth are rigged? Completely rigged. Yes, Einstein did come up with a lot. Well, that's what we were told. And I like Einstein's quotes. If they were his, if he existed. Same with Tesla. I'm high IQ. I keep telling people there are more types of intelligence in the human existence than high IQ and EQ. Yeah. EQ is your emotional intelligence, which is probably more important. There's a lot of really intelligent people who are book smart and financially wealthy through being book smart, but they have no emotional intelligence. They're so sensitive. They're so overly emotional. And I think for me, emotional intelligence is far more important than being book smart and being able to memorize information. For me. But again, that is an opinion. You may disagree with that. Depends how you see the world, doesn't it? But I'm not like all the kids who get straight A's at school and people say they're so intelligent. In one capacity, yeah, they're intelligent for absorbing information. Mainly what school is. I've said this now. If you can absorb information at a high level and you have a decent work ethic, you're probably going to get A's and B's at school. If you don't have a decent work ethic and you really struggle to absorb information, but you could also be very creative, but you can't absorb the information provided to you, you'll struggle at school, and then people are going to judge you. You don't have a degree. You never went to university. Oh my God. You can't be that smart, can you? Or maybe they're just extremely smart that they never went. There's a kid that I used to teach called Alan. I'm not going to say his last name. This kid was beyond intelligent. Incredibly intelligent, but basically refused to work at school. So I'll still remember, by the end of it, we had a great relationship. I gave him my English exam and he wrote his name on it and he said, finished. I went, what do you mean finished? Finished. I was like, mate, I just gave you the exam like 30 seconds ago. Finished. I was like, you're not going to attempt to answer it? Finished. I was like, Alan, finished. I was like, oh man, he's killing me here. Whereas now I'd go, all right, mate, cheers. Great stuff, cheers. But he was just, he knew how to rattle teachers. And if he wanted, because I know his level of intelligence, he would have got 100%. But he's like, I'm not doing it. He didn't believe in the education system. He wouldn't play along with it. And he was so creative, so smart, but all the teachers didn't like him, but I always had a connection with him. I understood his level of intelligence. And then I eventually got him on my side and he would start doing the work for me, but not really for anybody else. So again, if you looked at his grades at the end of the year, his grades were so low, he eventually got kicked out of the school. But if you sat down and spoke to him and he opened up to you, oh my goodness, this guy was insanely intelligent. He blew me away. I was like, how do you know all of this? He went, I just know it. I said, well, why don't you do any work at school? Because it's bullshit. It's too easy. I don't know why I'm even doing it. So I'm not going to do it. All right, fair enough, mate. And then what's your thoughts on the doctor's receptionist job? I think you've asked me that before. I think being a receptionist, I've said this, you sat there on your ass for 8 hours, which is fine. And you're seeing to people's needs, aren't you? I think it's a very straightforward, easy job. That's comfortable. You don't really have any risk of being fired. And it is what it is. Could I do it? No, I could not do that and pick up a phone all day or, hey, how can I help you? I couldn't do that. But I don't think it's a bad job. Just one that I wouldn't be satisfied doing. Why? Is that what you do? Is that what you want to do? Yeah, I was always I've said this before, it's pissed me off a bit. I was always the footballer at school, and even at college, it started to piss me off. I was like, I'm more than a guy who can kick a freaking football. Very intelligent guy as well. No, you're the footballer, Edders. You're the footballer, aren't you? Like, so yeah, you do. I think when you're really good at sports at school, that's who you are. You're the athlete. It's like people believe that you can't be both. You can't be athletic and academic. You've got to be one or the other. People often think that. I could be wrong. I'm just saying. I think a lot of people believe you can't be academic and intelligent, or you can't be cool and a good student. You know what I mean? Teachers and government can't lie, they think. Teachers just do what the government tell them to do, unfortunately. The school secretary did not go to college or university. Wow. A lot of the billionaires in the world didn't get a degree. As if they really are billionaires. You have to decipher information given to you by liars and then come to conclusions on those lies, which will always give you the wrong answer. Discernment. I don't know how many times I have to say that word. Discernment. I have a few friends at various levels of seeing the truth. Again, people get all antsy about the truth because they go, what is the truth? What makes you think you know the truth? So that word is I don't know, I think we need a better word than truth. Because there are many of us that think we know the truth. But I've said God's the truth. God's the truth. And then for me, I'm open-minded. So even if somebody says something to me that I disagree with that might actually completely go against my belief system, I have the capacity to process what they're saying and have the respect or discipline to change my opinion on how I see the world. I ain't trapped and stuck with that cognitive dissonance, that weak-minded mentality of I ain't changing my opinion. That's why it's harder to change the opinion of an elderly person than a child. That's why we should be speaking to children about this stuff, because they're open-minded to it. Speak to an 85-year-old about the war or this, that, and the other. They ain't going to change their way of seeing the world at that age. It's really rare if they do. Yeah, when they start getting pissed off at you because you don't believe in their lies or their opinion, and they're getting pissed off with it, they're not truly comfortable with their beliefs. That's why I say, come to my page, enjoy what I do, call it out, whatever. If you hate it, just don't watch it. But I'm not going to say, you don't know what you're talking about if you think that what I'm saying is complete bullshit. I'll say, fine. Just don't always be in my live stream. Okay, that's interesting, Lost Villain. Yeah, you put your points across like you're 12 or something. That's why I ask. Who are you speaking to here? Fio, is everything good with you? I feel like you're going off at people. Steez? Who's Steez? Was that a decoder? Was Steez a decoder? Has he died? What's going on here? Is this serious? I'm pretty sure there was a decoder called Steez. Or was it Steen? Who's Steez, Lost Villain? Fio, why are you going off at people? What's up, brother? I'm confused here with what's going on. There is the truth, God's truth, love's truth, etc. We, in our limited body, functionality, in our environments, are simply seeking, attempting to align our ways with the real truth, in my opinion. Wow. Wow. I love that. Jido? How do you pronounce that? Jido. It's a rapper? Okay, then Maybe he died, maybe he didn't. I don't know. He died in 2012 with the Bible in his hands. Wow. 10 years ago. Hitlerborn 42089 98024 is Cattle or Seattle, and they say that 9 does not exist. So drop the 0 and you're left with 824, like the Soprano. Who says 9 doesn't exist? 9's an incredibly powerful number. It's the last single digit number. Everything pretty much comes up to 9 when you do like 3, 6, or 9 when you do the triple digits, isn't it? Like 111, 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. It goes on. 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. In numerology, that's 3. 1 plus 2. 5 plus 5 plus 5, 15. 1 plus 5, 6. 6 plus 6 plus 6, 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. So these 3, 6, and 9, this is where you get the whole thing with Tesla, which for me was always doing that. Either a fictional character or definitely controlled opposition, feeding us truth. But also on the team that most of these people are on, which is Team Satan. Illusion about to buy some Jordan sneakers, baby. No, I've never owned Jordan sneakers. People have killed people for Jordan sneakers, but I've never bought them. I don't think I have the legs to pull off Jordan sneakers as well. I have skinny legs. I think I'd look outrageously bad in a pair of Jordans. I think you have to have decent legs to look good in them, if I'm honest with you. Although people do wear them with jeans, don't they? Do not give your money to the all-mocking tongue. 111th day of the year, Queen's birthday, and the day of the Space Needle, like Space Jam Needle. Nice. Yeah, that 111's so big. Really big. Beatles had a song called Number 9. Let's look at the lyrics. Guys, I'm getting really tired, but I'm still going, aren't I? Got to plan summer camps tomorrow. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Wow. This was connected to Paul McCartney's death, like the original. Turn me on, dead man. Wow. Let me see the lyrics of this. Yeah, I don't know who said that, or who's told you that number 9 doesn't exist. Wow, they're just constantly repeating number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Wow. I've never heard this song. I'll have to listen to it. Let me see how many times they said number 9. I'm guessing they said it 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I say it 12 times. I think the Beatles were so overrated. The more I listen to their music, painfully overrated. English is not your first language. It probably will be soon, and they forced that one world language on us. Wow, I was just talking about how there was 12 nines, and then 6079 brings out the 12th of September for your 12-9. Wow, crazy shit, man. Guys, how nice is it not having Amani and Arnie in the chat? Seeing how nice it's been without that person? What, you want me to code capital Steez? Is that what his name was? One more currency will be crypto. Yeah, it'll be the mark of the beast. You can't buy or sell without having that chip in you, which people laugh at when I said 2 years ago. No way we'll ever have a chip in us watch. It will. That'll be the digital currency. And if you don't have it, you won't be able to buy or sell, which is revelation. And I will never have it. I'll happily be homeless. I've said all of this. Right. And it'll come to fruition, guys. Trust me. Wow. So this guy, Capital Steez, was born 7-7. It was born 7-7, and I keep talking about 77. Boris Johnson, the 77th Prime Minister, resigned on 7-7. The London bombings were on 7-7. Tom Brady born in 77. The 77 with 9/11 with the plane crashing. And now this guy dies 7-7. Courtney, Courtney, that's a female name, guys. Courtney Everald Jamal Dua Jr., better known as his stage name, capital Steez. Courtney. Reminds me of Courtney Cox from Friends. Cox, all inverted. So this guy was born in Brooklyn, New York, died in Manhattan, New York, the day before Christmas. Okay. Let me have a look. So this guy was born 7/7/93. 1993 was the year Harry Kane was born and the year Bobby Moore died. England captains. And when did he die? December the 24th. 2012, was it? I think it was 2012. Wow, that's 7/11. That's 7/11. 7,110 days, 7/11. Euro 2020 was on 7/11. This guy died, guys, 7,110 days old, like 7/11. And he was born on 7/7, and 7 times 11, 77. And this guy died 7,110 days old. Wow. Jeez Louise, baby. 233 months old. 233, the 51st prime. The Illuminati founded on 5/1. But it's all by the numbers, this guy going. He was 19 as well. He was 19. The guy was born on a day leaving 177 days left in the year. Today's date, by the way, is 17/7. 17 is the 7th prime. And this guy was born on 7/7. So this guy's massively connected to 7. And wait, so if he died December the 24th, oh my goodness, that means he died with 7 days left in the year. This guy's death was all 7. I've just decoded it. Look what I can do. I just decoded this Steez rapper's death in a minute. And it's all about the number 7. I hope you enjoyed that, whoever asked for it. But he went out with the 7 code. Who asked for that? Was it Lost Villain? Who I respect. I hope he enjoyed that. I just got my 33rd like. It's the edge of my awakening. 33. Beautiful number, baby. Oh, God, I'm getting tired. Wow. 47's an important number, yeah. The atomic number Silva is 47. Phil Foden, number 47 for Man City, replaced David Silva. Hilarious. The 47's a very big number. 4th of July, isn't it? Independence Day. Depending on where you are in the world, how you write the date. 6079 was born on Biden's 40th birthday. Wait, you were born on Biden's birthday? This gets more funny with you, bro. Wow. 779 days after Obama's, like 79, the 22nd prime. And this year's 2022. Jairo was born 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7th day of the 7th month. No, 7's not an evil number. I'm saying this guy's gone out by a code. If he did they die? I don't think most of them do. I've told you this. Tupac's still alive. Biggie's still alive, in my opinion. I don't think they die. I don't think 50 Cent was shot 9 times. All right? I don't think many of them actually go out. And they're taken out by the numbers. I don't think they are, most of them. But I'll never be able to prove that. Like you won't be able to prove that they do die. You know what I mean? It's the type of stuff I won't go back and forth. I don't like people going, well, I'm connected to this number. Does that mean I'm going to get taken out? No, you haven't given your free will and we say spirit to the devil. He don't control you. How to not be taken advantage of. Become wise. By becoming wise and building up your spirit and your knowledge. That's why knowledge is power. It gives you power. And when you're powerful, people, ain't no one taking advantage of the illusion. Ain't no one gonna fucking take advantage of me. Not a chance. I won't allow it. So yeah, build up your knowledge. That gives you power. That allows you to not be taken advantage of. If you're a weak-minded person, people will take advantage of that. If you're overly nice, people will take advantage of that. You need a balance, man. You need a balance. I'm going to have to go in a few minutes. My stomach's starting to hurt. You're the best man. Oh, you're the best man. Is that how... Pronunciation's key, isn't it? You're the best man sounds like I'm the best man for somebody at a wedding. But you're the best man means that I am the superlative, that there's nobody better than me. I ain't the best, but I work my ass off for this community. I work my ass off for other people, but I also look after myself. Which I've told you, people who are too nice, they often give all their energy to other people and forget about themselves. And I think that is that's not a good trait. You need to do both. You're the man on the numbers. Thank you. I have a gift from the numbers, which has been given to me by God. And it is a blessing. It's a real blessing, and it's a real gift. And the fact I can share it with people is the best part about it, in my opinion. Let me check my numbers with my membership. Let's see what's going on. I've got to start promoting this a bit better. Where do I go? Reports. Okay, still got 60 people. Trying to figure out what 60 is today, how that connects. 197 visits today, 45th Prime. If you do want to check out this website of mine, the link is in the description, I think. I think I put it in there. And just so you know, people ask me this. They said, if I sign up on the 17th, does that mean I only get 13 days and I have to pay $10? No. You'll get it from the 17th of July to the 17th of August, and then you'll have the option to continue. You don't just get 13 days and that's it, just so you know that. So I keep getting asked. And sorry to people who keep saying, I really want to sign up, but I don't have PayPal. I still haven't figured out an alternate method of payment yet other than PayPal. I'll try my best. So I'm not doing it intentionally. Of course, I want you there. But we'll see what happens with that. Wow, what time is it? 2:50. All right, 2 more minutes. The movie Apocalypto shows what the elites believe. I don't watch TV, but I'll see if I can watch the trailer for it. They often give away basically the main theme of the movie within the trailer. The preview, remember the prefix means before. Do you think Drake and Josh are real? I don't know much about Drake and Josh. Is that the guys from Disney? I don't know anything about them. 5115 days after my birth, the 33rd anniversary of the JFK assassination, when Kobe was 6 days old. I love that you have the gift to do that. And you've got a fixation with JFK, but I have a fixation with Kobe, don't I? Did you just ask if a TV show was real? I don't know. If there's so much CGI. There's CGI guys, which people don't know, CG lie, what they're able to do with it, that they can create characters and put them on a screen. Like they're not even real people. So I get what he's saying. I don't know. Have people seen them at award shows? Probably. I don't know. I don't know. I get asked a lot of questions. Astros game right now 3-3 and Oaks pitch is number 33. Is that what's going on? I'll try and decode a baseball game tomorrow. The Yankees are beating the Red Sox 13-2. Remember Super Bowl 56 was on 13-2. Probably finished that scoreline. So the Astros Athletics 3-3. The thing that they can do, the Rockies Pirates is 3-3 as well. Sunday gets you 33. The Mets, I like them to beat the Cubs. We'll see what happens there. I can't see their score. I'll try to do one code tomorrow if I find some. I'm only going to post stuff that I really like. By the way, the Yankees are not winning the MLB. They're not coming off 27 titles with all the 27s I've been doing. The Yankees ain't coming off 27, in my opinion. I know people might say 28 is a perfect number. It's the seventh triangular number. It's the sum of 56. Well, I say most people won't know that. But with all the 27s I've been seeing, I don't see how Yankees are winning this year. And they're the favorites. But just this league's a joke. Like, I'm looking here now. Oh, look, the Mets are winning 2-1 in the 7th. Look out for them, guys. I've been saying it a month now. Look out for the Mets. Like, it says here the White Sox are beating the Twins, the bottom of the 8th. 10-0. I don't get how these professional franchises, where all they do is play baseball day in, day out, can get beat like 12-0 and not hit one run in 9 innings when they've got the best baseball players in the world, isn't it? Call it the World Series. It's so hilarious. The World Series, and it's just played in America. So ridiculous. But yeah, our teams get beat 12-0 or they win 12-0 and then the day after they get beat 9-1 by the same team that they just beat 12-0. No, but they had a different pitcher. It's all nonsense. It's all ritual. I really detest baseball. I went to watch games, the Dodgers in particular, and I only went because I got free tickets from the parents of the kids that I coached. And even then, I often turned them down and didn't go. Same with LA Galaxy. I would always get tickets for free and say, I don't want to go watch. I could be playing there, and it's just going to piss me off watching how slow it is and the level's so low. It's just going to annoy me thinking I can be out there. And it did. It did annoy me. So I said, I'm not going. But thank you very much. And occasionally I got tickets to the Lakers, which I would always go to. And got tickets to the LA Kings. I was fortunate where I lived in LA. I was surrounded by mega rich people who worked for major corporations who always got free tickets. And then they would always look after me. But I wouldn't go to any sports game now if I was given a free ticket. Transworld Sports makes me laugh. Yeah. Williams brothers were on Transworld Sports. Roger Federer, Tiger Woods. All the people that was on that show are trans. Notice how Federer is very feminine the way he plays. He plays very feminine, Federer. There's no doubt. From Switzerland, where CERN is. The neutral country, yeah, because they play both sides. They play both sides, just like everyone running for president. They're on the same side, giving you the illusion that they're not. Always seek the truth, especially when the lies threaten your freedom and independence. Boom. Great line there. Great line. All right, last minute. I'll read your last few comments. I don't think Joseph Aquaviva is a psychopath, in my opinion, from my experience with him. I think he's a great guy. But if you think he's a psychopath, that's fine. But nobody knows everything other than God. Always seek the truth. Oh, I've just read that out. In England, baseball is called softball, and basketball is called netball, and they are good. No, they still play basketball in England. Netball is pretty much the female game of basketball. It's not a replacement for basketball. People play basketball in England, just not at a particularly high level, and it's not really televised, isn't it? Netball for me is one of the worst sports out there. Like you can't even move with the ball, or you can just pivot or whatever. You can't even dribble the ball. And then when they take the shot and there's no intensity in netball. I think it's shocking. A truly disgraceful sport. Michelle Obama, Big Mike is very masculine. Yep, watch my video about Big Mike. You'll enjoy it. Do you think Bradley Lowry and Jermaine Defoe friendship was real in 2017? I think whatever they push over the internet is fabricated, and they want you to access it to keep you distracted and on a low frequency. So I'd say pretty much everything they report to you is a lie, and the true truth they hide from you. Thank you for your time, Adam. No, my pleasure. I better go. I really should not have. Well, I did a great live. I think this has been a great live, but I should have just gone straight to bed when I got home. Not who I am, though, is it? Like if Federer is a woman and Sarah and Venus a man, why wouldn't Federer be so much better? It's demonic possession, mate. And again, people like Serena are getting pumped with estrogen, and Federer's getting pumped with testosterone and all sorts of other shit. It's deep. There's something bigger. There's something bigger. There's something with Satan involved here. Like in tennis, they can't say Djokovic, you're going to hit like a perfect shot that hits the line to win Wimbledon. Like there's some sort of entities involved in these outcomes, and I think somebody like Federer, I don't even want to consider what he's done to get to where he is, or what he's gone through as a child to get to where he is. I won money in Elena Rybanka. She was 23 years old, and her ATB ranking was 23. Usually, it'll need way more than that to determine who's going to win a tournament. That might help. 23 is the 9th prime. Maybe there was a 9 involved. Did you have to win 9 games or something? Maybe. I don't know. I'm sweating, guys. Did you know that all of Griezmann's kids are all born on the same day? The world's a massive stage. Yes, I do. Thank you. I did a video about it. Because they're not really his children. Griezmann's a female. And if you look at Griezmann's wife, you'll see that it's a bloke. They're not giving birth to these children at the top. They're not giving birth. It's not hard to get hold of kids, unfortunately. It really isn't. So yeah, I've done a video about Griezmann. And he got heavily rewarded. In 2016, he was the Golden Boot winner, the Euro 2016, although they lost in the final to Portugal, Ronaldo. Griezmann, who, again, I've said is incredibly overrated. Really overrated Griezmann. But yeah, guys got Griezmann. It's a woman, guys. They mock you, Griezmann. It's just hit me now, Griezmann. Okay, sure, it's a man. Can cold shower get rid of fear? Cold showers always make me feel better when I'm hot. And I've always said, like, when you're in the shower, you're in the present. You kind of forget about everything. That's why I like a shower. You're in that present moment and you just, I don't know. I love taking showers. Boxing match last night, he went 23-0, 23 days from his birthday. Nice. See, that makes sense. If there's a date duration that matches with the record, I like that. I think Griezmann is, people love him because of what he's won. I think people love Griezmann. He's been at Barcelona, Atletico. They say he's one of the best strikers in La Liga. I don't think he is. He gets idolized when he plays for the French national team. I don't know what he does. I don't think he's great at all. Right, I'm off. Thank you for everything. Take care. Hope you have a great upcoming week. I'll be really, really busy again with camps and teaching and other stuff. But I'm going to get off now. Hope you enjoyed the live. Hope you share it. If you want to check out my website, please check it out. Give it a go. Give it a bash. See if you like it. I'm sure you will. And if not, no worries. So take care. I'm going to go and try and enjoy the rest of my Sunday, or at least rest. Cheers, guys, and much love. Bye-bye.